think I can break this mechanism by pushing this button over and over. Atreus is gonna be so mad with me. Okay, let's close this, or stop this. This is gonna be green. So it's green at the bottom now and white at the top. Does that make a difference of any kind? Wonder. Because we had... Before we had 1,000 here and 400 here. Which was the frequency, but if we change it up, it would also change the order of the colors here. Does that matter in a way? But that's too green. We could see if we have a beam, yeah. Let's rotate first. Right? Yeah, we need to rotate. Now definitely not, yeah, okay. I wouldn't think so, because the light down there isn't really so green. Maybe it's a little bit to the yellow, a little warmer white. Other proportions. Okay, yeah, we could try that. This is not gonna work. Okay, turn this off and go for 1400, only this time the other way around. With 1,000 at the base. And 400 up here, which is what we didn't have before. We had it flipped, right? Pretty much looks the same. Right, any other ratio? We could do 700, 700. And there's a billion combinations for that alone. Oh, crap. That's not my stop. We do get the beam. Alrighty. For the blank one, it doesn't work. Let's try one more time for ribbon. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, but I do want to figure out if we change to 700 and 700, for example, if we still get the beam down here, because the frequency is the frequency, it's just numbers. I hate that I have to turn this off all the time. Can't I just change this live? Okay, it's very blue now. getting foiled by this stop here. Huh. We do get a beam down here. But it doesn't work for a ribbon. We don't get a preview picture here, so I don't think it'll work. No. That's a bummer. I wonder if it would work with one we knew, but I'd have to reset all this. And I'm not in the mood. Okay, let's try it. Let's try Myst since we got it here. What was Myst? It was this one. $19, white, and open. Pink, half closed. I feel a sneeze coming on. Brace yourselves. 16. Pink, yeah, half open. Then we have blue. At 12. 12, open, and green, closed, 8. So that was Myst. Okay, so that does work. So it doesn't... The frequency or the numbers that amount to 1400 don't matter. What matters is that it adds up to 1400. Okay, so what do we do with this one that we haven't figured out? This on the side here. I would like to try this one more time. It must mean something. We have 2 combinations left and we have 2 books left. Right? Would make sense that this is one of the combinations. And it's here in plain sight. Let's just check the numbers here again. We have an open lens of blue color at 17, 20, 19, 18, 17. Then we have pink, closed at 14. Yeah. Yellow, half closed at 11. And white, open at 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Let's try again. But this, maybe I need to get some sort of white color that adds up to 1400? Huh. We're gonna give that a try. Let's set these in first. So this is 7. White. And open. Then we have yellow. Half open. At 11. Pink. Closed. At 14. And blue. Open at 17. So Myst we had, let's try blank. This is very blue. Nope. But I do wonder, because maybe there's another hint here. The book is close to the white, but not close to the blue. Well, the book is close to the white. Okay. Thought we had the other way around. No, that checks out perfectly. Can we reread the note in front of it? Maybe contain another hint? Possibly, yeah. Each lens's color frequency must be unique. Max distance between the height of the top and bottom lenses cannot exceed 11 steps. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that checks out. So now for, two sequential lenses can have a matching iris size. Okay. I think this is for this puzzle here, to let us figure out what's going on. Can we have a white light coming down here that matches a frequency of 1400? Because I think that's gotta be it. I'm not impatient. Not at all. Okay. What is the lightest color we can get here? Hello? Need to come closer. That gets us up to 1400. This I can't do. Because the farthest I can go here is 1000, and that's true for both of them. I wish I knew more about colors and how they mix. Let's see what kind of light that's gonna funnel into. 900, 500. Suggestion by Mixamycetes. 1100 is not a thing. It goes up to 1000. Maybe this adds up to white. Let's see what the beam does down there. No. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn again. Are we there yet? There we are. I don't know, it kind of seems whitish. It kind of doesn't too. So a ribbon doesn't work. What about the blank thing? I guess a hint would be that it works, that the preview down here does something. But it really won't. Alright, okay. We tried our best, and we failed. So, let's move on to this thing here. So they can't be more than 11 apart, and each aperture can only appear once, and they can't be wait, what? Any lens set to use the highest? No. No two sequential lenses can have a matching iris size. Okay. So the one before the half-closed or completely closed one needs to be not completely closed. And so does the one that comes after. That's a good hint. They almost have a unique color, okay. To compensate for its extreme refraction, any lens set to use the highest frequency color must also use the smallest iris. What is the highest frequency color? I think white would be the highest frequency, but upstairs white is just 200. Okay, I'm just gonna use my little screen float app here to take a screenshot of this, so I can have it open at all times in front of me without having to go to the picture book. Maybe with highest frequency they just mean the position here. So, max distance between the height of the top and bottom lenses cannot exceed 11 steps. So this must be, at most, 15. It could be 15, 14, and 13, because 12 is occupied by this. Okay, I'm just gonna write this down here on a fresh piece of paper, because I'm getting confused here with all the positions we have. Okay, so we have yellow. Yellow. And with a position between 15 and 13. As for the aperture, we really can't tell right now. So aperture, let's put a pin in that for now. Then we have blue. With a position of 12, that's locked in. And the aperture cannot be half open, so it must be either completely open or completely closed. Open or closed. Then we have this thing here, which I don't know. There's another hint here. If a lens sits between two small iris lenses, it must be equal in distance to both. What? Lens frequency must decrease or increase in order as they get closer to the book. What does that mean? So if it... But that's not true. Was that true for any of the others? Let's take a look here.